Hi, Ben Prochazka, National Director with the Electrification Coalition, and welcome to another edition of Plugging In. We have decided to do things a little bit differently and more do some sort of current state of the market, broader update kind of approach to this. So just I guess to get started, it's just a really exciting time to be a part of transportation electrification. We're seeing huge announcements from automakers, GM, Volvo, seeing it from fleet companies like FedEx, obviously even recently, but not that recently, Uber and Lyft, making really big commitments to transportation electrification. Also seeing it from cities and states across the country, and just a really exciting moment. I think another really great example of this is in Maryland recently, one of the largest public school bus transitions ever announced. It was announced just recently, a program between the Board of Education in Maryland's Montgomery County and a vendor called Highland Electric, who has a new approach to helping transition school buses to electric. And what a great opportunity to both remove some of the biggest users of oil, right? Buses just use a ton of diesel to get from point A to point B, and really help reduce the amount of emissions and GHG production in Maryland County, or Montgomery County rather. I also wanted to mention not everything's good news. So we were disappointed a little bit with the announcement from the U.S. Postal Service that they picked Oshkosh as the winner and that they were only allocating somewhere around 10% of those vehicles to be electric. Just seems like a real missed opportunity when you have 225,000 vehicles that you could make almost entirely electric. Fleets represent some of the best opportunities to maximize the benefits of transportation electrification. And this was just something where, it's America's most iconic fleet in many ways. And it just seems like a missed opportunity to have not made those electric. But coming back to the better news, recently FTA announced an significant increase to the Lono Program, and we're excited to see some of the changes that are happening under the new administration. But they're prioritizing $180,000 this year for the Lono Program. And if you aren't aware, it's due at the end of in the next 10 days, actually on the 15th. From the date when I did this, but it is a program that helps start to transition our nation's transit to electric buses. And $180 million is a huge increase. It's still not enough. And so we're hoping that this is an opportunity in Congress and with the new administration to even increase that amount of money even more. So those are just some key examples of all the great momentum that's taking place on transportation electrification. I also do want to mention a few things we're working on directly. If you haven't had a chance, I do encourage you to check out both our policy showroom. It's a great way to find tools and resources to help your communities start to move faster on electrification. And then most recently, if you didn't see it, we launched something called the Drive tool, DRVE, and it stands for Dashboard for Rapid Vehicle Electrification. And what a great tool to help fleets as they're thinking about total operational costs, what vehicles might work in place of internal combustion engine vehicles and instead moving to electric. And I think it's one of the best tools on the market because you can put in your information and you'll get data back in just a few minutes to really help understand how you can save money going electric, but also what vehicles are out there that are going to meet your operational needs. So with that, I am excited to continue our journey together as we accelerate transportation electrification and look forward to the next issue.